same time. But Straight is taken down the ban, giving the 5 horsemen the...
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing 2 from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
So much anxiety.
Playing along with Rookie. The first one down.
One seat. These days. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up 1, picking up 2. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective to tap it out. This is it. He's gonna catch. He's pacifist. Take it.
Next to neighbors and birds here. He goes around. Going to get caught up by 0. Now without taking down goes, creating a problem here. Prefontaine will go to rest. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Milton finding 0, making a rotation. Pretty great one nonetheless. What is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up 2 coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to...
Reds coming from behind. Could be taken out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drake is coming from total direction. Reds doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does, and the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayden and Grant at the same time. But Drayden is taking down the ban, giving the 5 horsemen the...
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing 2 from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now, everything is not. Global still picking up the man advantage. Trip's going to be able to hit good things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane and Jordan, and Global can grab the next round very.
Oh man, this could be so much anxiety.
Playing along with Rookie. The first one down.
One seat. These days. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up 1, picking up 2. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective to tap it out. This is it. He's gonna tap it. He's pacifist. Take it.
Next to neighbors and birds here. He goes around. He's going to get caught up by 0. Now without taking down goes and creating a problem here. Prefontaine will go for the rest. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Logan finding 0, making a rotation. Pretty great one nonetheless. What is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up 2 coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to...
Rez coming from behind. Could be taken out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayden is coming from total direction. Rez doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does, and the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayden and Rez at the same time. But Drayden is taking down the ban, giving the 5 horsemen the...
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Global Kim's still picking up the man advantage. Tripp's going to be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane and Jordan, and Global Kim grab the next round very
so much anxiety.
Playing along with rookies. Tries to get the first one down. All down.
One seat. Ooh, these nades. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Top is on objective. Axis is on objective. We'll tap it out. This is it. He's gonna catch him. He's pacifist. Take him.
Next to neighbors birds here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down birds, creating a problem that keep on taking the go to this. Everyone's gonna make their move onto the objective here. And they go finding Zero, making a rotation, a pretty brave one nonetheless. And what is going
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RPT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from direction, from total direction. Res doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink's open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayton and Res at the same time. But Trey is taking down the ban, giving the 5 balls with the.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Global Kim's still picking up the man advantage. Trip gonna be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane and Jordan, and Global Kim grab the next round very.
Oh man, this could be so much anxiety.
Playing along with rookies. Tries to get the first one down. And takes them all down.
One seat. Ooh, these nades. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective. We'll travel it out. This is it. He's gonna type. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next one is birds here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down birds and creating a problem for Zero, keep on taking the go for the res. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto the objective here. Rogan finding Zero, making a rotation. A pretty brave one nonetheless. What is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RPT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Traded and Grass at the same time. But Trade is taken down the ban, giving the 5 balls the lead.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing 2 from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not been playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Global still picking up the man advantage. Trip going to be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Landon Jordan, and Global grab the next round very.
Oh man, this could be so much anxiety. Picking up 1, picking up 2. On objective. Axis is on objective with tablet out. This is it. He's gonna cut. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next to the neighbors for birds here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down birds, creating a problem for Zero. Keep on taking birds for this. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto the objective here. Finding Zero, making a rotation, pretty great one nonetheless. What is going
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding Toold on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Hoochie picks up 2 coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to.
Grass coming from behind. Could be taking out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from totally direction. Grass doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayton and Grass at the same time. But Drayton is taken down the ban, giving the 5 balls the.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo.
Good evening. I'm sorry, I had to deal with a couple things there for a second. Oh, that didn't reset. Oh well. Oh, because my apologies about that. Onward just crashed for me right as I got in, but enough about that. My name is TFH, and we are watching today Beginners versus Animal House. It's going to be a great match. Animal House has been on the rise, defeating the likes of those like SMC. And currently, I believe, in first place, so definitely going to be a great game if everything cooperates here today. Map bans so far, and I do not have them all in just yet. I'm still awaiting Animal House's map ban, but the first map ban, and hopefully I get it right this time. The Beginners have banned, and I did it wrong. Oh well. Okay. So Beginners have banned Turbine. That's all we know so far. I'm just gonna leave that over there for now. First map pick shall be quarantine. Alrighty, and I just got confirmation that Animal House will be banning Downfall. And hopefully this time my my game will not crash upon loading. No, it won't. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna try to burst through my all right. Just waiting for the round to start here. Animal House have been looking really hot so far, but beginners are the masters of the craft. Who will emerge victorious, the young grasshopper or the aged master? Quickly going through the rosters on both sides here. On the beginner side, we have Dr. Killinger, Smiles, Neox, the newest member of beginners as well, former Dead Logic, Icy Woods, and Woods 43. On the Animal House side, it looks like we only have 4 members. Maybe one of them dropped, but we have Phonics 6161. I don't know why people put numbers in their names. It's Steam. The same goes for you, Woods. Dolomite, Green Theft Auto, and Wicked Hex. We do not see Steven or Willow the Wisp yet, even though I did see him on Discord before, so it's really interesting that he is not around to play this one. It is Super Bowl Sunday, but y'all know this is where the real action is, and we thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us for what a good game this is going to be. First objective will be the Skeleton Garage. We're still waiting on Animal House's 5th. Green Theft Auto is still not readied up as a representation that his team is not ready. Kind of a common meta go by. Still no word. Still no word from where the 5th is. Oh, and Animal House will be using a reservist today. They will be using Snooperfax, former teammate of mine personally and a good friend. Be at least from my perspective, it's very cool to be on the other end for once and watch the good work that he does. Both sides look readied up now, only moments away from the first round of the first map, Quarantine. And a good game that lies ahead here. Put those predictions in chat. Who do you think's gonna win? What do you think's gonna happen? Caps? No caps? Only 3 seconds away now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing you into the action here on the Animal House defense side here as my game freezes a little bit. And stand by. My apologies about that. Onward has crashed yet again. We'll be getting this sorted out really shortly here. We might miss map 1, but once again, I'll be trying to get the action back to you guys.
Oh man, this gives me so much anxiety.
Playing along with rookie. Like finish the first one down. All down.
One seat. These days. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective. Put that one out. This is it. He's gonna type. He's passing this. Take the.
He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down things, creating a problem for Zero. Keep on taking both of this. Everyone's beginning to make their move on the objective here. Wilton finding Zero, making a rotation. A pretty brave one nonetheless. And what is going on?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Hoochie picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to.
Rez coming from behind. Could be taken out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from totally direction. Rez doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayton and Rez at the same time. But Trade is taking down the ban, giving the 5 balls to the.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing 2 from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Too Old able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Too Old has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Global Kip still picking up the man advantage. Trip's going to be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart, and Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane and Jordan, and Global Kip grab the next round very.
Got him now. Smokes come out. Will they help? The approach is happening right now.
Oh man, this gives me so much anxiety.
Playing along with rookie. Like finish the first one down. All down.
man. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective for tablet out. This is it. He's gonna type. He's pacifist. Take the
Next door neighbors the thirds here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. But now without taking down Burns, creating a problem for Zero. Prefontaine will go for the res. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Bacon finding Zero, making a rotation, a pretty brave one nonetheless. And what is going
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him. And the upstairs defense continues to...
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayden is coming.
Bringing you back into the action in the last 30 seconds here. Icy Woods is making a approach onto the objective here. He's going to have to find Phonic here. Phonic finds him at Animal House. Take round one. Sorry about the delay here. Onward had other ideas other than working. A good win for Animal House right off the bat here. Taking a look at the scores here. Wicked has been doing good off screen. But no matters about that now. We seem to be working pretty fine now. Hopefully we won't be running into any further problems anymore. Snooperfax has dropped again. Ooh, excuse me. Now, I normally would do some kind of commentary at this point, talking about how the map went, what happened, what went wrong. Unfortunately, I saw about as much as you guys did. A mad push from beginners onto the objective in the final 30 seconds here. Oh, they swapped Snooper out for Steven. Okay. Okay. It is a shame, but Steve is also a great player. I was really hoping to cast Snooper, though. Not gonna lie. But it is Animal House. It is their squad. This map load-in worked nicely this time, and I did not crash. Knock on wood. Gonna bring you into this action now as we watch the beginners defend this time. Looks like Smoils is gonna go do his own thing. I'm not surprised about that. Illinger and Icy Woods will be on the forefront of the defense here. South spawn for Animal House here, allowing them to get onto an easy flank here, something that beginners might not anticipate right off the beginning. Heck, get it? Beginners beginning? Awesome. Yeah, cool. Smoke's coming out by Ambulance here, as Woods might have been able to call it out already. Take a look at some first-person views here. This is... there we are. This is what I'm looking for. Woods is in a great spot to be able to identify this south push here. He already sees it because of the smoke here. He's now going onto the flank in order to catch someone out here. He's got backup at the gas station right behind him, as you can see by that laser here. A push from Animal House is happening here. He actually holds short here. He chooses not to go Dune side. Gets a nade ready. He's gonna try to toss it over the house here, and let me see if I get... oh, it's such a good one, but it's just a little too far. Phonic lives to talk another day. Now heading back here, a nice nade. Oh, just a little short from Wicked. Wicked's not able to get Woods. He calls Woods' attention, and now Woods is in a great spot in order to be able to take on Wicked as he tries to just peek it and figure out where Woods is. He's just going to hold that angle, though. Shots coming out from inside the burning building as Woods is able to find Green. Or Icy Woods, I'm sorry. And then the other brother is able to find Wicked Hex. Steven might be able to get this refrag here if he's careful. but Woods is in a great spot to be able to defend. Icy is able to get Nola Might as well. Animal House down to only 2 members. As it is Phonic who's able, Woods is able to find Steven as well. He's doing work. It's Phonic versus all 5 of them now. He does not know exactly where Woods 43 is. Or Icy for that matter. Woods 43 is beginning to make that rotation around here if he's not careful. But he is careful. A nice win for beginners, keeping themselves in the game here. And a very swift one as well. I don't think they lost a single member that round. Our next objective will be the North Truck, which I don't know how on earth it got here. There are no roads, but you know what? Enough talking about the lore. Let's talk about the strategies here. Obviously, a very crucial camping point is right here. It must be defended at all times. We're probably going to see beginners... Or, I'm sorry, Animal House. Animal House is defending. What are you talking about? Animal House push out to the roof. Wouldn't be surprised otherwise. You can also move up to this tank here and get a decent spot. The only thing you have to be worried about is that people can see your legs when they don't see your body, because these treads, you know, it's not a square. You can look under that and see more underneath than above, so. But at the same time, it is crucial to be able to look down there. Enough speculation, let's see what Animal House actually does. Doing the... I think that's the Mari... Yep, that's Mario. I forget what level that is, though. I should know this, because I used to play those games when I was a child. I think it was Mario 2. I don't know. Icy was able to find Green Theft Auto right off the bat there on the rooftop by using that plane... That south plane wing, I should say. There's 2 of them. There's always 2 plane wings whenever there's a crash. Always 2. If there's 1, you probably know why the plane crashed. And then back over to Team Steven over here. Wicked Hex is able to actually get the res onto Green because he was not confirmed down. But they're going to get suppressed right off the bat here. Wicked's in prime shooting location, and he knows it. In the worst remake of the Matrix ever, Wicked has dodged all the bullets from Icy. Don't expect it to get pitched that well at Hollywood. Now Green's gonna, oh, and a very nice pick onto Icy Woods. There will be no res this time. Green Theft Auto gets the better of this battle. Well, buddy, you say there's a 3% chance that you shot him. I can tell you, you are the 3%. Nice shot. The rest of the movement now has to deal with the fact that Rooftop is available to Animal House without much... a lot going on there. Without much what should I say here without much... and the words escaping me. And, you know, I'm like professional at finding words. What is this? English hard. We will not be seeing beginners try to use that other alleyway, the west one. But we will see a push on the east side, actually. Let's just take a gander and see what's going on over here really quick. We got woods. And I'm making his way over here. The only opposition he's really gonna have is coming from very north here. Steven holding below that truck was actually a really nice spot. You just have to navigate those hitboxes, because sometimes hitboxes in VR are a little weird, because when they make assets for these maps, at least if you buy assets for these maps, they're not exactly made, you know, with VR in mind. So the hitboxes, or, you know, the colliders can extend further down and into places where they're not really supposed to be. So there's some manual editing that is required. Woods is able to find Steven in a really nice shot. 4-on-4 action here as we go into the final 2 minutes of this round. A very nice pick. He's now checking to see if he gets any more resistance from that truck. He doesn't, so now he absolutely knows that he can move further up here. He's trying to pre-fire a place where no one really is. Has to reload now as he's used up all of that drug mag. Now he's down to standard bags. And they still haven't really... Well, they just actually, as I say that, they have just pushed into the rooftop courtyard. But no further. Woods is still on the push here as he puts out the smoke to cover his cross. One person will be looking for it. Woods is not able to get it, but doesn't matter in the end. He's gonna try to go up the back way. He might be going for the cap here. Smoyle's able to trade with Nolamite. And Woods is able to find green, and objective is very open here. Where's the last guy? Oh no. Phonic is in the wrong place here. The cap will be coming out here. Tablet out. Woods is going to try to go for it. Phonic is able to get himself killed before anything can happen. Beginners go up 2-1. Very good approach from beginners now, kind of finding their groove after losing the first round. Kind of being pushed at the very end of time. But still, 'tis no matter. Animal House have every chance in the world that they can in order to bring it back. All they have to do is just hold these angles. One thing that has been kind of, at least that I've noticed, has been the downfall of Animal House here is that, well, they're going into places that commonly can easily get pre-fired. They think they're being sneaky, but they're not. Like, beginners here have done some research and figure out where Animal House really likes to go. And they've almost executed on that perfectly. The only thing I think beginners actually failed to do is realize that they had that completely in the bag there and could have capped with the amount of time it took for Phonic to have to run back. They could have just let him run, not shot him. But, you know how it goes. Jumping into the next round here. Round 3. Early shots are coming out from Killinger here as he tries to pre-fire down that white car lane. And then run into the skeleton building where Phonic was and almost got capped on. Animal House is choosing to go on a very spread out and very easterly approach. We're not seeing any shots going over to the west. Or any of them going to the west, but shots are coming out with the rooftop. Not able to find anyone. Only one member is really capable of doing damage to the roof, and that is Wicked. They are running without Lipinski here. Lipinski, without a doubt, would be able to clear off that roof no problem. He's not really able to see anybody, though. I don't really... Ooh, there is one member of beginners on the rooftop there, but Wicked is only armed with a hollow sight. But not even a hollow sight, it's a red dot sight, which is a little bit better when you come to think about it for ranged combat, but it's not really... Just calling the kettle black. Although they do have the support from Wicked. Wicked is just, if he can pull this off, that'd be awesome, but on paper, he just does not have the equipment in order to be able to provide too much support. For Animal House, 4 minutes remaining on the clock here. Animal House down 1 point, still 5v5. The approach is happening here. Everyone is getting a little too close for comfort. There aren't that many good approaches here for Animal House for where they've gone. They're going to be in very exposed areas. A nice airburst is not able to find Smiles. A second one goes out. It's only a flash. Neox is able to find Green Theft Auto. That G36. It's a G36C if I remember correctly. No, it's just a G36. Shots coming out from Killinger. I think he thought he got someone. They've been pretty good about it. I think he knows that he can get anybody. Neox is able to find Phonic as well. And Woods is able to find Nolamite. Animal House down to 2. Beginners still 5 strong. And what's able to find Steven along that 10 corner? Now it's all down to one member of Animal House, who is Wicked X, our boy. Slow, but never one to not finish. He gets that peeking action going on. He's probably going down the worst approach possible right now. It's being covered by everybody, including his mother. Now he's giving away his position here. He goes for the quick rotation here. He has 2 members of beginners to worry about here. Killinger's gonna try to get a little peakish here. Wicked's beginning to make the approach up with Killinger. Oh, what a nice nade! 2 of them go out. Dodges 1, dodges 2, but Killinger's able to get the better of this. He just didn't have his gun up in time. Beginners go up 3-1. A good approach from Wicked. A nice adjustment to his approach as well into a much more likable position. But just having 2 people in that skeleton building after recognizing that approach just is a much more dominant tactic, because then you can easily get the refrag. Tossing both of those nades out, including the flash and the frag, was able to put enough pressure on Wicked in order to be able to do some damage there. It caused Wicked to have to move into the fight. Very good move from Killinger. We'll be having a new objective this time. This time it will be down in the gas station. Take a looky there. Keep in mind we have multiple cap points on this one. Can get a little sneaky here, but we haven't really seen too many of the sneak caps on this wall lately. These spawns have just happened. Animal House will defend first. Yes, they can, but they have not this time. Beginners will spawn Crater. Don't expose the spawn is the call out from Killinger. It's something that is kind of deep rooted in League culture nowadays.
Yeah, we need to push fast here. Let's go. I'm pushing white truck.
Smiles will go south. As Phonic
They're about the hotel. I didn't see anybody get
is able to call out the Phonic is able to call out the spawn there. Woods is able to identify a fast mover on Animal House here as he has made his way up into the West Alley. Or no, I'm sorry, that's not West Alley, that's White Car, but Green will get punished for that as he gets double teamed.
There's 2 in the north, guys. One at roof, one at north wall.
Only down, he's still able to make callouts here. Very vital callouts for Animal House. Wookie, or Woods. These W names, man. They're messing with me. They're messing with me, man. Woods is able to successfully navigate his way around there. Now, if Green is tall enough, he's able to see that rotation. Actually, he's gonna alter his course. Woods is gonna alter his course. My apologies. And move closer to Green Theft Auto, so he just pre-fires everywhere he goes. Green Theft will definitely be able to hear that and call that out, being able to identify to Animal House that they are pretty much surrounded. Being a little cautious here. He doesn't know that Green Theft is down. Green Theft with the taunts. And Woods is gonna try to oh, a very nice confirm coming out here. He's able to dodge all fire.
Yo, what's the word?
Yeah, he has definitely called you out. But it is a very good surround tactic coming out of beginners here. And so Woods is going to try to... Oh, and he goes down from Nullabite. No reds needed. He's goner. He is a goner. Well, that word's hard. Anyways, back to what I was saying before. A very nice surround tactic is coming out of beginners here. As you're going to try to put the pressure on Animal House all at the same time. It's very weird, though, that Green Theft would push up that far while the rest of his team is relatively unable to support him at his expeditious position. More shots coming out here, and Olamite's going to get a little peeky here, but that could be the downfall of him, since beginners just seem to know exactly where Animal House is right off the cuff. Wicked's able to find Smoils as well. This might be another point for Animal House, as we are in a 4v3 with 2 minutes remaining. Killinger's able to find Wicked, bring it down to it.
One by ambulance, I'm not sure I got him. He's right by the ambulance, looking through the windows.
Yeah, your insecurity is correct. He is only down, not up. Wicked's able to make all these nice call-outs.
He's against the building.
He does have company nearby him, I do believe. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's just a dude who's downed. Well, there is one at Tank Courtyard, but that doesn't matter as Woods makes a very daring approach here. And my laser is messing up here. Let's just turn that off for now. See if we cycle it. Maybe it'll fix it. Looks like it's coming out of a side here. Eox is moving smokes in order to be able to get some pressure onto the objective. Steven's able to find... Oh, man! Steven's able to find Woods, and Phonic's down. Steven Killinger's able to find Phonic as well. The rest will not come out here. And beginners take map 4 in the most tragic team kills of all time. That is not the way you want to go out here, Phonic. Right after Steven just gets this nice double. That momentum is just killed with a team kill. That is extremely rough. We will be going into map 2 here very shortly. Once again, to all my viewers out there of the VR Master League, thank you for coming in and stopping by to watch us on a Super Bowl Sunday. Hope you all enjoy that game as well. But we do, if you're not a football fan, we do have some nice games for you coming out tonight. I will be casting with Noman on Lords of War versus Ember. Which is definitely going to be a fun one. Both are extremely talented teams. And I do believe on OML 1 tonight we have G-Men Global Game, which is going to be really exciting. Nightfire will be hosting that one, and he will have a co-caster who, I think it might be Wookie? I don't know who the co-caster is, but Nightfire will be hosting that one. Definitely going to be an excellent watch. If you find that football is just not your thing, I'm one of those people. Definitely come by and watch that. Second map, obviously, is going to be Cargo here. A very fast-paced game for a very slow team. Definitely Animal House's pick. Something we don't really see beginners pick that often, but it'd be really interesting to see how a team like beginners choose to play it. In the words of Top Gear, we could always call beginners Captain Slow, but they do really well with that strategy. They know these spots. They know all the spots very effectively and are able to capitalize on their potential be able to recognize which teams like to use which certain spots and just destroy whenever they get the chance. I'm sorry, Smoils asked me, or I think it was Smoils asked me to show me my war face. A standard cargo push is coming out here for the defense. Neox is able to find Nolamite right off the bat, but he trades. Both are resable. Green's able to get that confirm and res Nolamite. Now we're up to a 4v5 Animal House's advantage here as they begin to make their push onto the other half of cargo on Nice Nate. Going out here, won't find anybody. As Green and Nolamite are currently unsupported by the rest of the team. Steven makes the rotation around in order to be able to support that as well. Wicked's actually choosing to play a lot slower, and yeah, that's the whole roster. More shots coming out here as Killinger thinks he sees someone. He could have been spooked by a teammate. Nice nade going out. It's a flash, and it won't catch anybody. Woods is able to find Green, and he's looking for the double. Yes, he is able to get it. Nolamite goes down as well. He might get a triple here if... Oh... He's able to get the triple on Phonic, who got a little expeditious, but don't stand in the line of an MG gun that is currently firing. That thing goes on for years. Killinger's able to find Steven. And Hex is able to find Smiles, but he's the last one up here. He's got to put in work. Hex is most notably Animal House's shield user. I'm surprised he's not using it. This would have been the perfect time to use it. He's currently locked in by Woods. If he stays there too long, Woods is able to call out the position, get nades on Hex, and he's just... standing still against a team like this won't work. C4 goes off, doesn't find him, but Woods will. And beginners go up map 1. Or, I'm sorry, they're already map 1. Go up 1 round on Cargo. A very good push from the beginning for Animal House there. Weren't able to follow it up as many small mistakes were made, most notably standing in front of an LMG gun while it is firing. That is just not going to work for you, bud. He's already pre-firing that corner. Best thing you do is just stick your gun out there, spray and pray, but whoop. Hit the wrong button there for a second. Best thing you can do is spray and pray and just hope that you can get it, but after Woods was able to get those picks for those barrels right there, it's just all the momentum, it just gets lost. He has that angle locked down, and especially with help coming from that corner as well, from that far barrel, if you can, or that far cargo container, if I should say, if you can see that, you just have that. There's just an invisible wall that goes straight down this line right here, and no one's able to get past it unless you can somehow get the guy who's behind one of these containers, at least. And that's why I'm saying the shield can be really effective on this map, is because then you can be able to peek this and be able to challenge people in places that you weren't able to previously be able to challenge. I'll be getting around 2 here. Animal House are looking for a response here. They got to stick. They got to win this map if they want to stick in it, and the map after. IC's able to find Phonic. Plenty of shots going out here as beginners get really aggressive here. Neox, the newest member, is just leading the push here. And Animal House are going to be tamed a little bit here as Woods tries to pre-fire through a barrel here. But Woods is now caught up with Neox, and he's actually probably the more pushed out of any of them now. Animal House have already lost 1 member here. They can't afford to lose any more. Beginners running with a 5-man squad. Just not running in their favor. Now the play begins to slow down at the 5-minute mark. Woods is pre-firing other angles here, but Animal House seem to have it down. They have locked themselves down here. The play just completely grinds to a halt in pure beginner's fashion. Beginners are waiting for Animal House to get a little anxious and try to start making mistakes here, but so far they seem to be holding their angles really well here. Let's take a look at what their defense looks like on the map. Actually, never mind that. That's boring. More shots coming out from Green Theft as he tries to shoot underneath the cargo container. Doesn't find anybody though, but he does give away his own position. He does have support from Wicked Hex here. Just holding a really tight angle here. Oh, and a nice nade goes right beside him. Green Theft will be able to get that res easily. A very nice grenade going off here. C4 going off a little preemptively. They were expecting a push, but all that beginners are looking for here right now is just picks, and being able to collapse it on Animal House right when they feel the most pressure. Smoils is looking like he's getting a little anxious to get a move on here. He's gonna go down a good lane in order to be able to avoid the line of sight of Wicked Hex here. And if I'm not mistaken, he cannot. No, he cannot go see through that. That's fine. Thought he could, but the moment he goes just beyond this cargo container, Wicked will have a line of sight onto Smoils. Might even have one right now. You know, there's actually a really narrow gap to which Wicked can see Smoils, but I don't think he's able to shoot it. Multiple smokes coming out here. The pressure is coming on. Another nade coming out, but is unable to find anybody. Oh, and a nice smoke actually blocks Wicked Hex's view. Two of them now, as Killinger makes his move up along with Neox. Smoils is able to find Olamite. And now Animal House are down to 3 members. Wick is just not able to respond quick enough. Green Theft will get Killinger. I'm sorry. No, he's not. I don't know. Steven's gonna get caught out as well as he tries to make a rotation here. And Animal House will go down yet another point. Beginners were on top of that in pure beginners fashion there. They like to hold up the play. They like to look for these small picks and then be able to collapse on once they feel like that the numbers are in their favor. Collapsing on a 3v5 is definitely in your favor if you're good at math. But if you're not, don't worry, just take it from me. Two 0 is the scoreline on Cargo here. We still have one more map to go, but Animal House, if they want to be able to stick in it, have to be able to reverse this right here and now. Well, they got one more map to lose, but it'd be ideal. It'd be ideal if they reversed it here and now. We did see Animal House put 1 point up on quarantine. Keep in mind, Animal House, I do believe, as of right now, is ranked first place in the league for having the most points and highest MMR. Beginners are looking to change that. Animal House just recently beat SMC Tactical, a massive win to be able to accomplish. But no more of this past tense nonsense. We're jumping into round 3 here.
building bomb and was
Whoa. Now you gotta root the gun kettle. Come back if the flank kettle gets shut.
Oh fuck. My C4 is bad.
Bad C4 coming out from Killinger or Smoils, one of the two. I think Smoils has been the one with the C4s lately. It seems like his kind of his thing. We're gonna see an Animal House kind of style push here. Smokes early and taking up half the map. In the first 30 seconds of the game, grenade lifts have barely been lifted, or grenade bans I should say, have barely been lifted by now. Now Steven's gonna try to make a push up here. More smokes coming out here in pure Animal House fashion, which is to put the pressure on early. Beginners will respond by throwing baseballs of their own. Not able to find anybody right off the bat. Still 5v5 action here as... Ooh, some really good... Steven's gonna try to do the same thing. They're successful this time with the follow-up. Dolomite's able to find Icy Wood. Smoils is able to take down someone. Neox is able to get Dolomite at the far back there. Great Theft tries to get onto objective. That doesn't work. Now it's only up to one member of Animal House, and I don't even know where he is. Oh, he is down deep here. He goes down. Beginners take another one. The Animal House rush has not worked at all. They got to change up their strategy here and now if they want to be able to pull something off here. The communication on Beginners is on point. They're able to call out where and when these kills are happening. Animal House with the final defensive round here, they might be able to get some luck here if they're not getting too peaky and just holding angles that they know work. The Animal House strategy so far has been to get kills, move on. But that just doesn't work against a team like Beginners who just know these angles and have really good communications in order to be able to just punish in the final minutes of the round. They do not feel that timer pressure. They can get stuff done in 30 seconds if they wanted to. They just prefer to get the numbers going in their favor before they try to make a push. Hopping into round 4 here now. Whoops. There we go. Shots immediately coming out from Beginner's side. Killagers gets able to find Nolamite. Wicked Hex is able to find Neox. Neox is able to find Wicked Hex. And that's a trade, actually. We're down into a 4v3 situation. As one member of Animal House is going to go for the straight up flank here. Woods is able to find Phonic. Only 2 members of Animal House left. I would not suggest a flank under any of these circumstances. Oh no, it's up to Steven now as Green Theft goes down to Woods. And that doesn't work. Beginners are able to take... Beginners are able to take round 2, map 2, and the game. Animal House are going to be left to slog it out for points on Animal House's map choice, nonetheless. We're still going to be waiting on what map 3 will be. This will be Beginner's Choice, so we'll probably see a longer range map. Keep in mind, we do have Turbine and Downfall banned already, and Quarantine has already been played, so we're probably going to see... this is going to be a good one. Ah, Bazaar. One of my favorites. No lineup changes at all coming out here, even though I think I saw in practice that beginners had the full roster available to play today. But Neox, their newest member, has definitely been on point today, being a huge help in finding these really nice kills. But this is also a map that Animal House enjoy as well. It has its close range moments, which they really love to capitalize on. But can they capitalize on it as a team? We're about to find out right now. Map 3 round 1 begins now. As the Animal House slogging up for points and being able to preserve.
That's why we're losing. You guys are all fucking midgets. Holy hell.
Steven cracks me up. Killinger is able to find Nolomite straight off the bat here. Former Mob Squad member out of play within the first 15 seconds. Grenade ban hasn't even been lifted yet. It's just an incredible peek. That's why you never run on that side. Because you never try to. Green's that.
One just crossed at the tank. I missed him. One just crossed at the tank.
Just crossed the tank as the call out from Smoils. And that is true. We do have Wicked, who's holding that nice scaffolding position right there, but he will encounter complications from Neox here very shortly. He's actually extremely pinned right now. He has another member who's making the cross across the street here, looking for the scaffolding position here, but Wicked's actually chosen not to go on the scaffolding. He's opting more to go on the ground and wait for people to try to make the cross at the tank in a not so predictable position, but Wicked's got essentially 3 people on his butt right now. And that is just not a good feeling to have. Here's Smoils. Neox hasn't tried to make the cross yet. Tosses it early. C4 doesn't make it. Smoils gets the better of that. Oh, if he just waited just a little bit, he would have had it, but scaffolding falls. You are very correct, my friend. You have lost scaffolding and 2 members of your team. Steven goes down to Icy Woods. He was just not in a position you want to be when you're going up against beginners. You want to be able to hold angles and not put yourself in very exposed positions. Otherwise, they're going to have another guy with them in order to be able to get that refrag. Icy Woods is making his way up very shortly here. Only 2 members of Animal House left to defend against a 5-man squad of beginners. Something you just don't normally hear. Woods is actually going to opt to go along the North Street side. He's going to encounter some complications from Phonic. Phonic doesn't duck and cover, and he's going to pay the price. Only Green is left, but Woods... Oh, Woods was very close to getting the cap yet again, but Killinger is able to
get green before before his team could cap. Another point to the beginner side here. Animal Houses really haven't changed it up in order to be competitive against beginners. We've only seen them get 1 point so far, if I'm correct. Hopefully my scoreboard is correct as well. Yeah, only 1 point for beginners so far. Current scoreline is 9-1 beginners, obviously. Animal House did better on a map that beginners chose rather than their own, but that really doesn't say much. This opening round here just isn't working as well. Maybe it's something that Superfax did. Maybe. And you hear those beeps, you know what time it is. It is time to stop dwelling and start selling as we go. I don't know, I just tried to come up with a rhyme. Nothing matters anymore, this is all for points. Beginners have won, congratulations.
Oh, bounce, bounce, bounce. No.
How to make them. That's a flag spike from Neox. That might get League General going. And C4 is placed right here. Very interesting position, but also pretty good because then it shuts down that direct approach. But it doesn't look like Animal House are looking to use that approach as of right now. Shots coming out from Nolamite as he tries to take down anyone who's in that second floor of that hotel, but no one is there. They're all underground. I got put into... Oh, okay, no. Right, I got put into a wall I couldn't escape. And Green Theft is going to use the Animal House smoke technique in order to be able to cross. Just ditches it right at the correct time. Phonic does go down again. Oh, and Wicked just wasn't looking for Woods there up on top. It's a very common place for these higher level teams to use.
One, on objective blue room. And across the street.
I'm sorry, Woods wasn't looking for I said that the wrong way. What's up with these W names, man? You're messing with me. And the Animal House smoke technique is gonna be... Oh no, he's not gonna use it. He's not gonna walk with it.
By those stairs that you always run up, Green.
Animal House are beginning to make their... If they're gonna try to use... They're gonna try to noose it, which means to collapse in on objective on all sides. With 4 minutes left remaining, they do have all the time in the world to be able to do so, but Smoils is able to find Green Theft Auto.
One dead east.
And he's probably able to find another. Oh, but Nolamite's able to get Smoils here. And now he's able to go into the same room as Neox. Neox is hiding here. Nolamite's not... Oh, he is ready for it. He does get Neox. Nolamite got a nice double. Only 2 members of beginners remaining to Animal House's 3. He makes a rotation onto the other side. A slightly unpredictable move. Or no, he's just trying to loot off of his friend. Understandable. That's a really nice drum mag. He's pre-firing everywhere, but he needs Wicked Hex's help in order to be able to get onto objective here, as everyone's attention is focused toward him as of right now. Getting really exposed here. Oh man, that is a very exposed move. He goes off. The C4 does not get him, but Killinger will. And Icy is able to get Steven. The turns have tabled. Oh, the tables have turned. Wicked Hex is the last remaining mobile member up. He's still getting callouts from his friend. Probably Steven from the north side. But he has 2 members of beginners to be able to take down. Getting 1 is enough of a challenge for Animal House as is right now. Going to go on board with the Hex. getting really sneaky here. The calls are still coming out from Steven, but he's probably in a place where beginners cannot go to because they're going to get too far off of an objective for just 2 people to defend. He's being really slow here. He really wants to get 1 point for Animal House here. It looks like one member is going to actually make a loop around here. I see is just pre-firing everywhere. He had a chance to see Hex here, but doesn't. The flash goes out. A waste of utility. Beginners really don't know where Hex is. He's just moving too slowly, but oh no. He's not moving to the correct side. He would be if he went through that alleyway. Go through that alleyway, buddy. Oh, he gives away his position to Woods. Killinger sees him and is able to clean that up. Beginners go 2 points. A very close round for Animal House this time, but they are just not able to finish it up in their end game. Their end game has been a little weak as they just don't have the players in order to be able to push through beginners. Current scoreline is 10-1. Animal House only got their first point in the first round of the first map, and we thought that we would see a much more dominant game from Animal House here, but they've had the opportunities. They just haven't been able to carry through, whether it be just these individual picks that are getting picked on, I should say, that just kind of kill the momentum for them, which is something that Animal House just completely run off of. Our next, oh, I ran into the thing. We all kissed the ground there, hanging out with the Animal House.
I'm fucking sweating my ass off.
Keep an eye out. Don't stay too long out in the open here. If they spawn it there, they're gonna see us.
Follow Phonic and Wicked Hex. The Animal Squad, or the Mob House, whichever one you prefer to call them by. And Phonic almost gets immediately picked after moving up pretty expeditiously.
You're in the bazaar.
Ooh. Let's go over and see what's up with the beginners this time around. As they make their approach, Killinger's looking through windows in order to be able to try to find these picks, but Animal House just aren't giving it over to him that easy. And Woods is able to find Hex right off the bat. A nice pick. That opens up the street a whole lot, even though he still has to worry about Phonic. Still most of the action's happening over here. He thinks that Hex is still alive, but he doesn't know that he killed him. Unless he's really just dumping a whole mag in to confirm him. He's used up an entire drum mag, which is pretty impressive. A lot of people don't have to reload with the drum mags in because, well, they die before they can even use up a whole mag. Following over to the Killinger side of the things here as he makes a very expeditious push away from the rest of his team here.
one close to the red room.
Team's able to find Woods and a really nice pick. He's able to hold that angle there, but now Killinger knows exactly where he is. Oh, and a failed nade. He's able to get it out of the way.
I have like 1 or 2 more.
He's calling out. His calls are pretty correct. He just doesn't really give much location bearing. Woods is able to get into the scaffolding, but Nolamite's able to get that nice pick. He's able to dodge. Oh, he almost made it, but Neox will get the better of that. Only one member left on this tank side here. Currently in a 3v3 situation here for both Animal House and beginners. And Neox will trade lead with Steven. This will definitely lock up the approach here. A nade is going to come out here. Will it be on point? No, it will not. Just a little bit of skew to the left, and Steven would be toast. And the play shuts down again. And Neox is actually choosing to ignore Steven and make a rotation. Oh no, he's not. He's actually going to go for Steven. No, Steven no longer is in a place really to defend. But Neox instead will... Neox and Steven will trade. I think he threw a he threw an empty... He threw a non-prime smoke just to scare him. That is cruel. One member of Animal House left to the two beginners. Almost called them danglers for a second. ERS teams, am I right? And Phonic is near objective, but not close enough for comfort. And now Woods is going to try to make his approach here. Phonic is able to get Woods, but oh, I wasn't able to get the camera right. But Smoils is able to get the better of that with the refrag, and beginners will go up to 3 points on the final map. Definitely seeing some great plays coming out of Nolamite on the Animal House side, but it's just not enough in order to be able to get them a point on the board here. The rest of the team have to kind of pick it up here and be able to kind of sense how beginners play, which is a little bit different than most league teams. They like to really slow it down. Animal House don't really play against teams that really like to slow it down. They're used to playing faster than most teams do, and that's how they become really dominant. Quick look at the scoreboard before the round begins. Currently, scoreline is 3-0. All other maps have been 4-0 and 4-1. Popping back into the action right now for the same objective. Beginners will defend this time against Animal House. Animal House are looking to get some more points on the board here, now or never, as we go into round 4. This will be pre-fire in order to prevent quick spawn. Quick spawn does not look like it'll be in effect here. Animal also have one of the further back spawns along the roadway. Either that or they just decide to play it slow, which is good because it means they're changing it up a little bit. Killinger is able to find Nolamite. And now he's going to re-rotate. Steven goes above Killinger. He might be trying to go for the Dipsy Doodle. It looks like he's just going to try to throw smoke. Instead, Green is able to find Killinger instead of Steven's. C4 goes off, but that does not find anybody. Green Theft Auto is in one of the objective buildings. He actually chooses to rotate around and go for a more direct approach here, as he's almost able to find Woods. Neox gets taken down by Woods. Oh no. And Green... Current scoreline is current player count is 3-4. Green is able to trade with the Woods. Neither of them will be resable. Neox tries to see if he can get the res. If he can't, more smokes onto objective. Steven is getting dangerously close. Tosses a nade into the building. Doesn't find anybody. But Neox will find Steven. Smoils will grenade Wicked Hex. Only one member of Animal House remaining. And he is way out there. Where was he in the meeting that they were all gonna rush objective? Yeah, I see now. If he gets a double, he'll be able to keep Animal House in order to get that MMR, but it is not looking good for Phonic here. Has to make his way onto objective here. He's currently being defended from 2 points here. He is just cut off the only way that could possibly work for this effectively, which is to go through that blue room. But he's actually opted to go a completely different way. If he goes to the alleyway, that might work, but going through the main entrance of that objective area is just not suggestive this time due to the fact that Smoils is right there. And you got Neox also defending that counter angle there. Just no matter where you shoot from, you're going to have a really hard angle to shoot from. And it does look like he's going to try to approach objective from that alleyway side. Going to try to go through the north rubble. Now, just kind of a preview of what he has to deal with here while he's crouching up. First of all, Smoils is defending that angle and he's only peeking, so that peek has to be absolutely perfect. It looks like he's actually sweeping right now, so he might have a chance to be able to do it. And then Neox will come in for the refrag if he's able to find Smoils. But let's hop on board Phonic here and see what on earth happens to our boy. He's using the side sight instead of the holograph. What on earth? Okay. He's actually opting to not use the alleyway. And instead he's going to go around back? Okay. Got 2 minutes remaining. He's got plenty of time in order to be able to strategize something here. Be able to look for these picks here. But the fate of Animal House's game rests solely on Phonic here. I think he is using that side sight. I tried using them, and they're not the most pleasant thing to use, but they are nice when you have a 12 times scope. The movement is able to be heard by Phonic. Phonic's currently walking a little bit quieter, but Neox's quick movements kind of gives away his position. He's just harder to track. That's all. He's currently hiding in behind that wall right there, so Phonic knows exactly where he is right now. He's just there it is. Neox goes down. Phonic goes for the rotation here. Smoils will probably be trying to go for something here, but it is down to a 1v1. Animal House are looking to get a point on the board here and be able to stay in this, but Smoils is just staying put. He is holding his angle here. 40 seconds remaining on the clock here. Phonic is actually opting to go completely around here. He's got to be really quick here. Only 30 seconds remaining. I don't know if he's even checked his tablet yet. I think he just did, and now he's going for a much more direct route onto the objective here. He is not playing as slow as he used to be. He's got to be ready for Smoils here. Will he be able to get that sight? Smoils is wide open. He's able to get it, but beginners will emerge victorious out of that trade, making it 4-0. The sound of disgust on Phonic's, coming out of Phonic, I should say, really exemplifies the mood here on the Animal House side here. Just the, gotta get into that drama. that will close out the scoreline for today. Just a quick up. There's nothing there to show anymore. They all left. Oh well. Current scoreline is a massive 12-1 for a team that just beat SMC Tactical. Definitely shows you how much effort the beginners have put into their craft. But that will also close out our stream for now. This channel will be live later in the day for G-Men and Global Chem, hosted by Nightfire. Also on Onward Master League 2 later, we will have me and Noman doing Lords of War versus Ember, which is going to be a great one. I always love seeing what Ember does. They're always one to come in and play hard. So are the Lords. They're great. We also have Chatting Parrot casting some EU matches right now on Onward Master League 2 and 3 respectively. I think we're going on right now. So definitely keep an eye out for those casts going on there. And if you want to watch the Super Bowl, go nuts. Also a good thing to watch. But till then, have a great night, everybody.